everybody, it's me Charlotte, and today we're doing things different. No knitting tutorial today, just me blabbing, talking. I just wanted to share with you guys real quick how my channel got started, why I do it, and my intentions or my goals. First I want to start out by saying thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for liking and commenting and sharing on my videos. It helps me out so much. If you haven't already subscribed, you should do so now. And if you would like to follow me on Facebook, that link will be in the description below. Okay, why I started, how I even came about starting a YouTube channel. Crazy story. Not really, it's kind of boring. But what happened was, a few months ago, the 10-stitch blanket was really popular, and I really wanted to make one. Now I consider myself a newer knitter. Only been knitting for 2 years, and I don't know a lot, or I don't know how to do everything. Never made a sweater, I've never made a cardigan. There's a lot of things I've never done, and I'm just not ready yet to do those things. But I wanted to make a 10-stitch blanket. I loved the idea of only 10 stitches on your needle at a time, and you can make this nice, big, beautiful blanket. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do it. So where do I go? I go to YouTube, of course, and look up 10-stitch blanket. And first thing you have to do is, you cast on your 10 stitches and you knit for 18 rows, and then you have the corner. Well, that's where my 10-stitch blanket stopped, was the corner, because I couldn't do wrap and turns. Still can't do wrap and turns. And I can do them, but I get lost. So, okay, I want to do this blanket, but I can't do a wrap and turn no matter how hard I try. I fail miserably. So I started coming up with different ways around it. And I came up with my own way. It took a long time to come up with my own way. I mean, I worked on it obsessively for quite some time to try to find the way that works. And I finally came up with a nice way that makes a corner with no wrap and turns. Yay! I did it. I was excited. Then it was time to pick up the stitches along the side. Well, I didn't like the big humpy bumpy ridge. There's a lot of people that don't like that, and there's a lot of people that do, but I was the one that just didn't like it. So I was back at the drawing board again, trying to find a new way to do it, to come up with a way so there was no ridge, no bump, no braid. After obsessively trying for many times and failing, I finally reached a point where I got away, and it worked perfectly. It was nice and flat, and it was nice. And so I did the corners and the pickups along the edge, the joining, and it was all nice. And I shared the photo on a knitting group on Facebook, and everyone wanted to know how to do it. And I tried to explain through text, but it's not always easy learning through text. So I thought, okay, I'll do a quick video. So I did a quick video, and everyone loved it, and it was kind of popular, and I think I taught a lot of people how to make the 10-stitch blanket less confusing for, some people have no problems with wrap and turns. Some people like the ridge. Some people don't. So I gave them an alternative, and they liked it. So I thought, well, there's a lot of other things I can do, shortcuts, and, I can explain things pretty well. So I thought, well, I'll just start sharing videos on other stitches and other things of what I've learned throughout my 2 years, and I'll try to explain them for other people too, so maybe they can understand better and continue on their knitting journey. And so that's how this channel has kind of developed, is I show stitches that I learn, and I learn them probably a week or two before I actually show it on camera. And I try to think of ways, really easy ways, to make everyone understand what it is I'm doing and how to do it and how to actually remember it. I've never been good at reading a pattern. I don't know how to read a pattern all that well. I mean, I can, but I'm not really good at it. I lose my track a lot. I lose my place a lot in the pattern. But I'm learning that as well. So I try to come up with ways so everyone can remember exactly what it is they're doing. And I try to teach it in a way that's understandable for the beginner knitter and the experienced knitter. So that's my goal, is I love knitting. It's a very fun pastime for me. I find it to be enjoyable, and I want everyone who enjoys knitting or is interested in knitting to kind of find that same passion. And a lot of people give up because it is hard in the beginning. And I don't want people to give up because I want them to experience what I experience. The aha moment when you finally get it and you can say, wow, I can actually do that. A good example is a few days ago I posted a video on the 2-color brioche stitch. That one took me quite some time. I watched several videos on YouTube. I was confused by several videos on YouTube, but I kept watching, I kept trying, I kept failing, I kept trying, I kept failing, until finally I got it. And I thought, okay, how can I explain this so everyone can understand? And I worked really hard on just that point, that factor, is trying to explain it so other people can understand it the way I do. And I think I did okay on that video. Looking back on it, rewatching it, I think it's a pretty easy tutorial to follow along to. At first, yeah, probably not if you're really, really new, and watch it a couple times and you should get it. But that's my goal, is just to make very simple, easy to follow instructional tutorials on how to knit different stitches. And I want you guys to know that you can always be creative and do your own thing and mix and match stitches and things you know and make your own stitch and your own design, and don't just think inside the box. No, it's boring inside the box. Think outside of the box. Think bigger. Be creative. Use your imagination. Make something that no one's ever seen before. That's what I do. And I encourage you all to do that. Make your own way. Your own easy way. If you're struggling with something, find your own way to do it. You can do it. Your only limitation is yourself. And you can do anything you put your mind to if you put in the work necessary to achieve it. That's what I wanted to say about that. And I'm very passionate about that because I know everyone who enjoys knitting and is interested in knitting has the ability to do it. I know when I first started, I would see all these pretty shawls and all these pretty scarves and hats and socks, and I was like, wow, I'll never be able to do that. But then I thought, well, why not? I mean, I have knitting needles, I have yarn, I have 2 hands that can knit, why couldn't I do that? And so I just tried, and of course I failed. I failed miserably. Lots of frustrated evenings where I ripped out everything and threw away stuff and said never again, but I kept doing it, and I never quit, and I never gave up. So I'm just encouraging you all, if you ever reach that point where you say, I'll never be able to do that, that is a lie. Stop lying to yourself. You can do it. It is achievable. You just have to work at it. And it gets easier, and it gets easier the more you do it. So that's my goal for my channel, is to encourage everyone to not give up, to keep with it, to stick with it, and you can do it. And I try to explain things in a way that's easy for everyone to understand, and I hope I'm accomplishing that. But yeah, that's why I do what I do, and it's just to help people. I just want to help people and make people happy and teach them a new skill and give them the encouragement to never give up on anything, not just in knitting, but in life as well. You know, there's a lot of things that knitting can teach you about life. Everything's hard at first, but if you keep at it, it gets easy. And it all depends on really how bad you want it. You can achieve it. So that's why I do the channel. That's why I started the channel, was to show people how to do things, and that's my goal. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoy what I'm doing. I'm trying to come up with new creative ways to do things. I know my camera quality is not the best. There is no secret there. It's horrible. I need to update my camera, get some better lights, get a better backdrop, get some prettier colored yarns that everyone can see, and I'm working hard to do that. It's just going to take time. I am currently in the process of writing a pattern for just a simple scarf. I was thinking about possibly trying to sell that pattern on Ravelry. It would be for maybe $2 or $3, and it would just try to help me better my equipment and better the quality of my videos. Of course, there will also be a YouTube video. I will also do a video on that scarf, so you could just follow along with that video and not actually have to pay for the pattern. But if you would like it written out, you could go to Ravelry and buy it if you wanted to help me, but you don't have to. Never, never, never have to. Don't ever feel obligated either. And that's my plans, are just to take one day at a time, one project at a time, and try to get good quality videos out to you guys and teach you things that maybe you already know or have never seen before, and just try to make it a way for everyone to understand, beginners and experienced knitters all alike. I want us all to have fun and learn and be jolly. I don't know. That's it, guys. This is my laundry room, by the way. This is where I film all my videos, is in my laundry room. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so now. And if you would like to follow me on Facebook, that link will be in the description below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Or if you didn't, give it a thumbs down and just tell me why. Alright guys, until next time, I hope you all have a super wonderful, fabulous day, and happy knitting. Bye!